Hi, guys. That is how I shut down some people from talking by going live earlier. So people around me though. It's 7 minutes to 10 p.m. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting for you guys. Okay, I'm super excited today because we are talking artificial intelligence tonight, specifically ChatGPT. Are you ready? Are you ready to supercharge your 2025 with the right prompts, with understanding how to rule in the kingdom of ChatGPT and get it right once and for all? I think that this is very essential. Oh God, I'm trying to wait for people to come, but should I start teaching? Yeah, I should. Anybody coming in here? Let's go. Let's go. 30 hacks to mastering and profiting from ChatGPT in 2025. Let's go. 5 minutes more. But then, welcome to the live stream. This is my 30 days in December business challenge, where we're talking about everything, tools, processes, prompts, strategies that we need to grow our business and make more income in 2025. We started it in December 2nd, and if today is your first time seeing my face or just stumbling on this live stream, welcome. My name is Chisom Utibeaka. I'm a wealth and family coach. I love everything making money, and I love everything having a stable family, and that's because of what I've gone through, really. So if you read my profile on YouTube here, you will notice that I said I have been on the money journey for almost all the part of my life, mostly because I didn't start making quite some income on my own selling anything till I was almost 30. I always tell that story here. So the last few years of learning about money led me on the path of wanting to discover all I need to know about money, opportunities, and business. And that's why I share a lot about business and creating wealth, right? Oh, Sharanjit, I hope I pronounced that well, but Singh, I think your surname is easier to pronounce. Singh. Sister love and respect from India. Thank you so much. My Indian people, 16 of you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Let's talk some ChatGPT. I hear so many people in India are very, very IT inclined. So I'm hoping to, so much love from India tonight. I love it. I love the energy, right? So while I still have 3 minutes to go, I was talking about the fact that my journey with money led me on this path, and that's what this channel is about. Please give this video a like and subscribe. We're talking about 30 hacks to mastering ChatGPT in 2025. If you have a hack for ChatGPT that has worked for you this year, please let's share with us in the comment section as well, so that we can learn. Okay, so I'm going to start from the beginning so that we can run through these 30 hacks quickly. Messi, welcome. Jitandre, welcome. Anas, welcome. I love you too. Tamin, welcome. Goraf, welcome. Thank you. Please give this video a thumbs up and share while we are on this. Okay, now this is my own experiences, my way of the way I have used ChatGPT throughout the year of 2024. Now, ChatGPT started out in November of 2021. I still remember discovering it and then talking to my husband and saying, oh my God, there's this tool. And, we started exploring it almost immediately. And I was wondering, are people aware? I went on a goose ride, just trying to prompting everything. Of course, our prompts were not as perfect as now. Of course, we were just, I remember the very first, in fact, I had to go check out the very first prompt I ever did on ChatGPT. Let me show you. The very first prompt I ever did on ChatGPT. Here. I had to scroll down tonight to find it here. And I was asking about what tags, see what I asked. What tags? What tags must a family and marriage YouTube channel use to attract views? You can see. And he gave me all of these, I'm just looking at it tonight. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm not sure I will do a prompt like this anymore, because I think now I understand better. I know how to give my prompt situation. I know how to use ChatGPT as different personalities, if you know what I mean. Okay, but so let me dive into all the hacks I have been able to use from that 2021 till now. Okay, so that's what we're talking about tonight. So first of all, if you're someone who have been using ChatGPT, let me know in the comment section. Are you a ChatGPT user? Let me know in the comment section. If you haven't used ChatGPT at all, also let me know in the comment section. Jitendra, I said my name is Chiso Motebeaka. I'm streaming from Uyo in Nigeria. Sorry you didn't get that. Okay, right. So I was compiling how I have used ChatGPT since November of 2021 till now. Then when I stumbled on a note, or rather on an email by someone called Captain Yara. I don't know if anybody knows him. Please let me know in the comment section. And I was just reading and I said, oh, okay, all of these things that he wrote are exactly the kind of things, not all of them, of course, the kind of things I have already done. So I thought, okay, why not share it tonight, so that it will benefit both those who are already using ChatGPT and those who are not. Okay, so I was asking, if you use ChatGPT, let me know in the comment section. So number one, how can you use ChatGPT effectively in 2025? Number one, you should use ChatGPT to brainstorm better ideas. See, whether it is in cooking, in your industry, in life, in you need therapy, whatever it is that you really think you need more idea to develop, academics, proposal, business, you can use ChatGPT to turn those ideas into tangible product that you can actually use. So if your ideas are kind of vague, you're not so sure, you can use those vague ideas, and ChatGPT can give you outlines, actual outlines you can use, and even templates that make it clearer for you to plan and get what you have to do, right? I have done that a whole lot since 2021. Okay, that's number one. So I mean that I use ChatGPT to brainstorm and get better ideas on a particular topic, on a particular concept, and all that. Also, most recently, ChatGPT came up with images. I love it. I was one of those who have been waiting for ChatGPT to start the image generation features, and it came, and it is here now, and I'm so loving it. Let me tell you how I made money with even that. That image generation thing helped me to close a deal with a client who we were obviously publishing his book. He helped me to generate a book cover idea for his book, and of course several that he chose one of them, and then we now had to recreate. So there's so much that ChatGPT can help you to do. For those who know, they know. But if you are not, please jump on this train almost immediately, because I feel that technology is moving very fast, faster than you can think about, right? So you can create visuals of any sort when you give ChatGPT specific prompts of what you want. Like you can ask it to generate an image of a future city with flying cars, something that abstract. You can ask it to create like I just mentioned, a book cover, a bestseller book cover for a book titled XYZ. So you give it the title of the book or something like that. You'll be shocked. I mean, there are a lot. It will tell you to give you an anime for a children's story book, whatever it is. The Dell-E image generation is amazing on ChatGPT, and you should jump in right away. This is number 2, right? Number 3, I have used ChatGPT to plan my schedule. So whether it is I want to do trips, I want to plan my content calendar for social media, I have done that a whole lot since 2021 using ChatGPT. If you want to want to have a schedule of posts to make daily or bi-weekly or weekly, however, and you want it to be in a series, even for my YouTube channel, I've used it to brainstorm and plan and schedule the kind of topics I should film and all of that. So amazing. So even if you want let's say a workout plan, a weekly workout plan with the right meals like diet you should take while you're working out to be able to achieve a certain weight loss plan, everything, you can plan your schedule using ChatGPT. Number 4, you can use ChatGPT to get quiz for yourself. I remember, so just some months ago, we had my husband had these exams coming up for students. He was teaching, he's their teacher or their lecturer, however, or the professor, whichever one. And he wanted to set an exam, and I we decided to try out something. So he put out his the study materials he used, his questions. No, not his question, like his what do they call that thing now? The lecture notes. Yeah, the lecture notes, and put it on ChatGPT and asked it to generate questions and answers. And of course, you have to be specific if you want multiple choice questions, all of that. And ChatGPT gave him amazing answers. And since then, I've always used it to create quizzes, especially for my online courses. I just put up my stuff there and ask it to generate questions, or even workshop-like or workbook-like questions that people can use to implement the content of the course. I mean, it does it in just seconds. So you can quiz yourself using ChatGPT. Okay, now the fifth one is that you can use ChatGPT to remove plagiarism. Did you even know? So if there are certain, if you have material that you're not sure of the sources or is plagiarized, you can just start with and say, remove the plagiarized content from this, rewrite it, make the output better or not detectable. Do you understand? Yeah, and it will not become like it's AI, plagiarized, but you have to now bring it out and then give it your human, spice. And see, the thing is that it saves you time, it saves you the headache of tinkering and all of that. And you can also use actual plagiarism checkers they are also powered by AI. They also are the ones that are sorting out whether this material is AI or not. So you can use AI to check itself as well. I mean, I use Quillbot, a tool called Quillbot. It does all of this. So don't think that before you can submit your work, you don't know how to check it or how to verify your outputs. You can use AI to make sure that you remove plagiarism as well and correct it and add your own human feel, remove anything that seems plagiarized and rewrite it and all that. Remember that even in rewriting it, you have to be smart about rewriting it in a way that it does not see the work as AI fine-tuned, in that sense. Number 6, this one has helped me a whole lot. You can use ChatGPT to create your custom workflows, create things that you do repeatedly, tasks that you have to do all the time. I just go back every day, copy the one for the day, and off I go. I don't need to reprompt it again. I don't need to ask it the same questions. So you can create custom the GPTs for repetitive tasks, for workflows. Especially when it comes to social media management, I use ChatGPT a lot to create workflows that I just go back and copy and go and copy. It makes the whole work easier, right? The next thing is voice commands. This one is quite new as well. And I remember that one of my daughters always try to use my phone to do voice prompt, and I'm like, what are you asking ChatGPT and Ella and the rest? Yeah, so you can use the mobile app voice feature to the same way you're typing, the same way you can ask it whatever, and it will give you the answers that you need. Okay, now the next one is analyzing images. Do you know that you can upload images that you already have, like your own images or images of something, images like an infographics, any image at all, and ask ChatGPT to analyze that image, or things like maybe ask it to summarize the trends that are mentioned in that picture, or you should break down the components the creative components of that picture, or whatever else you want it to do with that picture. Like a picture can just be the content you want it to use to answer your questions. I mean, it's oh my god, I feel like we live in the best time in history. Every time I think about it, I'm like, I wonder what the next 10 years will be like. Like, it's a bit scary and a bit exciting at the same time, right? Because right here we're even just talking about one tool, which is ChatGPT. I mean, I use other tools like Meta. Meta is on another level, right? So we're not talking Meta tonight, but I'm just saying, especially for somebody who is like, oh man, I'm not doing AI yet, I want to be authentic, I want to be this. There's nothing that will stop your authenticity except you copy AI verbatim and you want to use it. And that's so lazy. That's so easy to catch up, easy to catch or identify. So why would you want to do that? Okay, so you can analyze images using ChatGPT. The next one, which is number, let me say 1, 2, which number am I? I'm not even counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm in number 9 now. Yeah, you can ask ChatGPT to give you examples like of something. Maybe you gave it a particular content or text or a concept. You can ask it to give you examples of certain things, like to provide examples that includes text, anything that will guide you to understand that thing better, right? For instance, you can say write emails using this template as a reference, so it can produce examples of that same type of template and all that. Thank you, African Tales and Beats. Yeah, welcome back. My OGs are here. Okay, so another one is this one makes my heart really glad. ChatGPT has helped me solve a lot of problems by helping me provide or giving me the privilege, or giving all of us the privilege of asking for step-by-step guides. So whatever you want to do, you can decide to ask it, give me step-by-step how to do this. I feel that one is a blessing of its own, especially if you're someone like me that is on YouTube, you do a lot of research, you are a publisher, you write for clients, for executives. It's mind-blowing how much time you can save, how much time you can, how much money you can also make, how much output you can have in a short time. That aspect of step-by-step guides, and thinking that you can use that to brainstorm an idea and then infuse your own into it and create materials like templates, guides, actual downloadables that you can actually sell also in your field or in anything really. And in these days, you don't even need to be in your field. You can enter any field as long as you decide to study, to know it, to use AI to infuse your personal story and your personal touch there. You can help a lot of people just understand how to use AI, right? And the step-by-step guide is a win anytime, because it means you can provide step-by-step guide for anything: how to install Python, how to create a WordPress website, how to bake a bacon, how to do you bake bacons? I don't know. How to make Nigerian buns, everything step by step. So gone are those days where you're even just trying to watch the videos quickly. You might be caught, especially if somebody that is trying to supervise you is there. I watched a movie recently where somebody she knows how to cook. She just cooks for herself, and she saw a job about a chef, and she applied because she was down, she didn't know what else to do, and she felt cooking is not a big deal, even though she doesn't have experience in continentals and all those dishes. She just applied. Then when they were asking her questions, somehow she maneuvered her way out of it and she passed the first session. Then they put her to practical test. Straight up, she had to go to watch YouTube videos to make the meals. But see, I'm even saying, if the person is examining you is there, your YouTube game might be found out, because you're playing videos, right? You need to listen to them to know. So ChatGPT is even easier. With your phone there, say step-by-step guide on how to make chicken peri peri or whatever, or how to make Indian burger, whatever. And it gives you step by step. You just follow through. yes, I know that ChatGPT is not 100% correct and all that, but you can give you a head start in a way that you'll be like, oh my gosh. And if it's something that you're not pressed down for time and all that, you can actually use the guide, then pass it through somebody who knows how to make it, or a native cook, and then get going, get the job. And of course, in that movie, the lady got the job, and in fact, the job paid 3 times of what she was expecting. So yes, yeah, you can get step-by-step guidance. So amazing. Thank you, African Tales and Beats. I like listening to Chisom. Oh, thank you very much. Well done. Thank you. ChatGPT is a versatile AI. Does everyone agree? Absolutely. I really agree. I hope that others agree as well. So number 10, you can accumulate a lot of prompts. See, every time I have queried ChatGPT, especially when I have to query a lot of things, breaking down stuff, I always know that I need to copy this prompt and save it, so that the next time I want something like this, I don't have to requery it again. Because when you hit a good prompt, when you're able to tell ChatGPT, add tone, add this, put the pros and cons, put it in tables, assume you're this person and all that. When you hit those kind of prompts that are like almost over 1,000 words, you know that you have a prompt. So you can actually accumulate prompts by doing it right, and those prompts can now become people's solutions. It could just be you now helping people with it, because people can just now use your prompt if you serve them, paid or not, and they can use the prompt directly and get the solution that they need, rather than trying to crack how to create a prompt, which is really the real job that we're getting into in 2025, is how to create prompts. It's no longer going to be who is producing the right code document, or it is whose prompts are producing the best results. So it's no longer going to be like, oh, don't you know how to come, let me teach you how to prompt ChatGPT, or come, no, it's going to be who can prompt in a way that will get the results, and then creatively use the output to creatively make an original script out of it. I don't have to put it right. That's going to be the challenge. That's going to be the job. That's going to be the money in 2025. It's not even going to be, oh, do you know ChatGPT? Oh, do you know how to prompt it? No. Number 11, you can match your model to certain tasks. For instance, this ChatGPT 4, most of us, including myself sometimes, we are misusing it. ChatGPT 4 is supposed to not just answer your regular questions, your easy questions. You're supposed to use them for complex, more demanding tasks. Do you understand? And that's why if you're on the paid version, you're getting a few prompts per day, and when you exhaust it, you have to wait for another 24 hours or so to be able to use it. So use your ChatGPT. You can switch it. Use the normal regular one for normal questions and queries. Use ChatGPT for major complex tasks, like you want to ask it to explain Albert Einstein's theory of maybe relativity step by step, those kind of things. You want to ask it to explain what mathematical term, in a layman way, in a way that maybe a sixth grader can understand, that kind of thing. So ChatGPT 4.0 is not for God, especially the GPT-4 Turbo. Don't use it for, so what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of that? You can do that on Google now. You're wasting, you know what I mean? That's one thing I have, I love about ChatGPT a lot. Now, the next one is that you can also, did you know you can upgrade your models? And that's what I was trying to refer to before. You can move from regular. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Even there's no need to think about it. Let's go back to my ChatGPT. Okay, let me show you my screen. So let's say that you're here. Let me go back to my most recent. Okay. Now, you come here. You can choose. Yeah. So this is ChatGPT for everyday task. Then this is ChatGPT Plus. But then even in the ChatGPT for regular ones, if you continue using this particular prompt, this particular stuff for like how many prompts now, it's going to tell you that you have exhausted your what do you call that now? What am I saying? You've exhausted your the many times you have access to use it. For instance, you can come here and search on the web. Did you know you can also view, see, I hope you can see my screen. Oh, yeah. So you can see what I mean here. See where as on this same place where you input your prompt, you come here and search on the web. You can come here to view the tools. See, for picture, see where del E here is here. That del E I was mentioned. You can upload the picture and ask it to analyze here. You can set the web. You can use canvas. Yes, I'm even coming to this one also. So you can actually switch between these ChatGPTs. You can upgrade. You can use ChatGPT. There's one. Okay, the 4 is not here, but I know it's embedded in this everyday task one. And when you exhaust it, you know that you're done for the day, and then it switches you back to the other one. I think that one is 3.5 or so, right? So there's a whole lot, that we stand to gain with ChatGPT in that sense. Now, another thing that you can do with ChatGPT in 2025 going forward that you should not play with. I have mentioned accumulating prompts. Make sure that you keep a library, like all the prompts that you have done so good with, that has given you the best results. Keep them as libraries, maybe your Google Doc or your Microsoft Word if you are like me, or your Notion, so that you can reuse them, right? Now, which is even the next one. You can use Canvas for editing. Now, that Canvas I just showed you now, you can use it to, you can enable Canvas and ask it to write and edit the drafts you have using real-time suggestions. Real-time. See, wait, let me show you my screen again. Let me show you. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to find. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find my. Okay, that's it. My ChatGPT is right here. Now, when you come here on the tools and you go to Canvas, you say collaborating. Wait, let me show you what you should collaborate on writing and code. Can you see? If you switch here, I've switch it on. You can ask it to write and edit anything. Wait, what should I ask you to write now? So let me say I have this prompt. Yeah. So let me say edit and rewrite. Yeah. Okay, it's the internet. Can you see the screen properly? It's looking like a bit blurry, but let's see. So what I'm trying to illustrate, even though this is just an example, you see how the screen now split into all this. Now it will explain what you want it to do. It's to edit it. It will make it better. The Canvas feature is amazing. It's very, very, very amazing. You should use it. You should check it out. I'm not just booting to give it the right prompt right now, but Canvas is an amazing way to collaborate on writing, on editing, and everything that you want it to do. And you can give you real-time. It can give you real-time suggestions, like what's happening now. You can use like what's happening now to to get results, and all that. Now the next one, and again, this Canvas is I just found out how to use Canvas even today, like earlier today. So I'm adding it to my 30 hacks, but it wasn't there originally. Okay, now let me continue with my listing. Remember what I mentioned about of using your ChatGPT for complex tasks and all that. So now another thing you can do is that you can upgrade models. You can upgrade your model, like I already showed you. Is on the paid version. You can switch to ChatGPT 4.0 for deeper analysis and more accurate results. And that's the one that gives you, on the free version, it gives you very less opportunities to prompts, right? You can upgrade to have that model when you need deeper analysis beyond the surface kind of analysis, right? Next thing, you can refine your prompts. Do you know that you can ask ChatGPT to improve prompts that you have already given it that are not clear, or you're not sure about how they will come about? They can improve it for you. You can ask it and say something like improve my prompt and explain the changes that you have made, and it will go ahead and improve it. See, the fact that it can refine your prompt is amazing. Like, if you ask me, what can ChatGPT do? I have not found, not even one. Like, since 2001 till now, this is exactly 3 years, I have not found what I cannot do with ChatGPT. Okay, that time it used to be that it didn't have the image feature, but right now image is here, everything is here. So go ahead and use it. Again, number number 16, you can use ChatGPT to you can add context to ChatGPT so that it can get like an upfront details for a particular project or something. By that I mean, you can tell it, you can ask it, for instance, and say, I'm an entrepreneur, that runs a small business with just 2 staff, specialized in publishing in Nigeria or in Africa, right? And now say, write this and this. Do you understand what I mean? So you can add who you are, what you're about, the challenges you're having, the peculiarity of what you want it to use that prompt for, in that sense, to query it, so that it gives you custom-made solutions. The fact that you can add context to ChatGPT is one of the biggest lessons I also see, because it has helped me a whole lot. Even just yesterday, I was asking ChatGPT something about my YouTube channel, because this YouTube channel is the top of my list of 2025. I've told you guys, did I tell you guys? I think it's one of my long form video. I'm not sure I've told my live stream audience that ChatGPT, sorry, that this YouTube channel is my top priority in 2025. So I was asking ChatGPT about how I can carry along my business as an entrepreneur. If you don't know, I'm a full-time publisher. I work with executive leaders and CEOs to turn their expertise and their knowledge into best-selling books, online courses, and all of that spectrum. And doing that, I'm also so in love with YouTube right now that I want to use it to also grow my business. I want to grow my business as a video-based you know what I mean. So I was asking ChatGPT, how do I carry along with that, my business, with my operations, with my team, with the fact that I want to do YouTube almost like full time as well. ChatGPT was giving me answers that were not really, I wasn't really feeling it at first. So I was asking it, okay, give me an example of the kind of content I could create on YouTube to help me keep my audience and keep my customers, and even get more customers coming. The responses were not just responding. If you're Nigerian, you know what I mean. It wasn't cutting it for me, and I was like, okay, hold up. I had to change my prompt. I think I need to even show you practically. I had to change my prompts. Okay, I had to change my prompts. I'm not sure my screen is clear, so let me just explain. I had to change my prompt, asking ChatGPT exactly what I was doing. I'm already running this YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is focusing on business, money, and opportunities. And then I have my business. How do I merge them, and how do I create content that will cater to my clients and get more prospects? Then all of a sudden, the way it even responded and said, "Oh my God, that's a very good niche that you've chosen," started giving me a more expanded view. And I was like, that's it. The prompts he gave me, the responses he gave me, and the content ideas he gave me was exactly what I wanted, but I didn't get it in the first 2 prompts. So adding context is so key, so key. It has helped me a whole lot. If you're going to get into 2025 to do ChatGPT and use AI in general, please don't give it those kind of prompts that I started with, that one I showed you. Don't do prompts like that. Okay, next one. You can switch modes, like light or dark mode on ChatGPT. Did you know? Yes, you can. The same way you can change your YouTube, you can change your Facebook, you can change modes, so that your any environment where you are, your ChatGPT can, can become that mode to help you with your system and your eye and all of that. So that's also a feature to look out for. You should also use when you need to. Yes. Next one is that ChatGPT helps you simplify concepts. See, every time I have come to ChatGPT, I'm like, oh my God, how do I understand this? Make me understand this. It has never disappointed, especially when I ask it things like, I remember when I was querying for, okay, I was doing on my online course, my Savvy Editors course. I was wrapping up the remaining modules, and there was a particular concept, because I was teaching. That course has a lot of English grammar tutorials, because I'm an English and literature major, and I know a lot of people who are editors don't really have the background of grammar in that sense. So that course, the Savvy Editors course, is a course you can actually take if you're also interested. Ask me in the comment section. That course, handled a bit of that whole English grammar and all that. So I was asking ChatGPT a particular thing and asking it to break it down to a 10-year-old. I remember I asked it to teach me that particular grammar like a 10-year-old, because I wanted to break it down in a way that my audience would understand very easily, so that I'm not blowing English grammar for people who are just trying to grasp it for business. You know what I mean? And it was so fulfilling, because it gave me what I wanted. Again, anytime my children want to do their homework, their assignments, it's easy. And by the time that I'm able to say, okay, so let me get this done, I will always ask ChatGPT to teach or to explain that concept in the class that the child is. So if my child is in JS3, I'll ask you to give me that answer talking to a 9th grader. You know what I mean? And amazing. Hey, gosh. I sit back sometimes and I'm like, the people who created this ChatGPT. That's how I used to pray for Google, and I still pray for Google like over 15 years. Google helped me. Google saved my back from my business, helped me bootstrap my business, helped me start more confidently when I didn't have anybody to coach me. The same thing ChatGPT is doing right now, and I can't be grateful enough to God for these people that God created that, and they were able to harness their knowledge to provide this, because it's very emotional for me. ChatGPT has saved me a lot of hassles, So simplifying concept is something. I mean, you can even ask it to explain something that is so huge, something that is so aeronautical, something out of this world. Ask it to teach you that thing or explain that thing to a 5-year-old. You'll be amazed. Even you as an adult, you prefer that explanation, because it's easy, it's sweet, is simplify anything that you are confused about on any topic. ChatGPT will simplify it for you straight up. Now, again, using ChatGPT is amazing when you can tell it how to format rules, how to write what you want it to write. For instance, you can tell it to ask it to have to use specific formats when writing. Like you should answer something in bullet points. You should add tables. You should add like bubble diagrams, even though sometimes, or outlines, subtitles. I also, when I'm trying to develop a video script, I tell it to give me the content with the hook, the call to action, even the thumbnail copy, everything. Lauren, amazing. If you're Nigerian and you're watching me, let me know in the comment section. I love my Indian friends. They're all over the place. Okay, Muhyiddin Sabo Mohammed, welcome to the live stream. Do you use ChatGPT? Do you? Let me know in the comment section. So the fact that you can set those rules are so amazing. Again, part of the rules is also the fact that you can tell it to give you step-by-step guide for baking a cake, step-by-step guide for doing this in tabular form or in outline form. I mean, amazing. Okay, now you can also activate certain features like You can initiate browsing, like I showed you how you can search on the web. You can initiate browsing on ChatGPT. You can activate the DALL-E for images. You can even put coding. You can put coding tools. They're using Canvas. The fact that you can activate such kind of features is amazing. This is something you should utilize in 2020. For me, if you want to stay on ChatGPT alone and master it, it will give you the head start for any other one you want to use. I know that right now a lot of people are looking for platform that will help them generate anime or what they call that, anime that can speak, right? So there are a lot of apps, there are a lot of applications now, AI platform. Right now it's even wrong to have a website that doesn't have an AI assistant as your customer care, service. AI has changed everything, to change all the games entirely. Also, another thing you can use, another hack how you can use ChatGPT 2025 is make sure you link your ChatGPT um, um, output to your Google Drive so you can link files. That's what I'm trying to say. So connect your Google Doc, your Google Drive or OneDrive, whatever cloud this thing you use, storage you use, directly to ChatGPT so that you can manage the files easier. Because so many times you get a lot of prompts and sometimes so much information that you have to sift through, and you don't want to, or you want to get back to them later. Save them on Drive so that way you always have them. Okay. Also, another way to use ChatGPT right is to pick a voice and a tone. My ChatGPT corporate, I have two ChatGPT accounts. One is corporate, one is personal. My corporate account, I train ChatGPT to understand how I speak, my tone, my voice. You can customize your voice settings, even in verbal communication, even in using the audio. You can tell it exactly how you sound. The fact that you can choose those styles according to your needs is so amazing. You should try it out. 2025, please don't play with ChatGPT. Don't. Right? Also, you can customize your instructions for ChatGPT. This is another thing I have done successfully. You can add what you prefer in format, tone, style, setting, which makes it very, very easy. Like you can ask it to explain something in a way that it can add the pros and cons of all the suggestions, and also add, like I usually ask it to add a call to action if it's something I'm going to post on social media, or I can ask it to explain in narrative form. So I can give you the topic that looks like an essay topic and say, but write this as a conversation or as a narrative or as a classroom lecture. Any way you ask it, any instruction you give it, is going to produce that content just like that. It has always been so resourceful for me. You can personalize it, you can make it. I mean, my ChatGPT addresses me as Dr. Chisom. I didn't tell it I had a PhD, but from after I customized and told it who I was from the beginning, it just started calling me Dr. Chisom. And I agree. I just haven't given my own ChatGPT a name because I think I should at this point. Maybe I should call it Prof Chinemerem or something. But really, I know people who have actual names for their ChatGPT, no jokes. Because it's your personal assistant, so you should treat it like a person. And not somebody who calls his ChatGPT account Susan, right? So because he said he's like my secretary, like, so I said, Susan, so we are back to work today, this is what we are going to do. I mean, it is that real. Because, and I'm going to get there, because the best way to even get the best out of ChatGPT is to treat it like a friend, like talk to it like a friend. That's the truth. The next thing about ChatGPT that I really have used, and I think is a hack you should use, I was getting there, is use your natural language when you're querying it, just the way you sound. Sometimes we think we need to sound academic and all those things. Talk to ChatGPT the way you talk to a friend. I already said it. I didn't know it was even the next point. Talk to ChatGPT like you're talking to a friend, like you're talking to your buddy. We are back to work today, and we are still on our goal of hitting $10,000 this week or this month. So we haven't done this and this and this. Now we are at the point where we need to do this. How do we go ahead with this? You get what I mean? Very amazing stuff. Very amazing. And the way you talk to it, like, again, I like the fact that when you come to natural language, you can ask it something and it gives you a particular output. You can ask it to further simplify that thing is sent to you, so that way it makes study easy. It makes you understand and dig deep into a concept and have great knowledge about it, that nobody hearing you will second guess whether you know this or not. Yeah, I like that, ability to use your natural language. You don't need to post for AI. If you post for it, it will give you prompts that you may not, you might be wondering why is it that way. See, I use ChatGPT to write prompts to write content for my church media. Sometimes I've used it to and I've asked it to add some Nigerian spice to the language of narration, and whenever I use that stuff, it's like boom. In fact, I got oh my gosh, I wish I could show you, but it's on this device. I got you write in an amazing way message from somebody in my team in church, because he's like, this woman is always on point. How? I don't copy ChatGPT. I just tell it what is to give me idea, and then it gives me, and then I fine tune it, and it comes out amazing. Yeah, when you ask ChatGPT to give you some Nigerian English in your this, try it. You'll be seeing all of them jollof, all of them suya, all of them Lagos traffic, all those kind of, oh my gosh. ChatGPT has vibes for a long time. Guys, my Indian guys, you can agree, right? Like, if you ask ChatGPT to give you some, I know it's very late now in India. It's almost 3 a.m., right? So anybody watching from India, I really appreciate you. You should be sleeping, but you chose to watch me. I don't take it for granted, okay? Now, anybody who asks ChatGPT to speak in their, or add a little bit of their own kind of language to their to the output, try it. That spice is so sweet. I used it for a prompt I did for my church media when we were celebrating my pastor, and those prompts were so good that when I fine-tuned them, I left the ChatGPT element of the Nigerianness, and it was just amazing. It communicated what we wanted to say, about this, our pastor that we dearly love. And I see, I'm not telling you what I don't do. I can't. I have used ChatGPT to win in rooms that I couldn't have won. Trust me. And I kept going, because at this stage of my life, I don't even have time to be wasting time, being on one task for a long time. I'm currently on a book project for my clients that has taken so long, because I have not allowed any other person to work on that work. Oh gosh. And I'm not proud about it, because that's how much I want excellence. I want things to be done properly. Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm going to be applied to holding clients' work. No, I have a team that should do it. But I was so attached to this one. But I'm just trying to say that I don't tell you what I don't do, and I can't even come and post for you. Like, so what's the gain, right? I'm telling you what I do, what I have, how I use ChatGPT to win. Yeah. Now, also, did you know that you can rename your charts? Like, you can organize your charts history in a way that you can always remember what you asked it, and you can also delete old charts. I do that a lot. It has the option of archive or delete. Most of I don't archive, because I might really not come back to that chart. If you ask me, if I'm done with it, I delete them. So the fact you can rename your charts, delete them, organize them, is something else that is very good with the ChatGPT library that I really love. Yes, I love it. Okay, now also we are 2 down. I've done more than 30 at this point. I've done more than the ones I wanted to do. Okay, Niger, welcome to the live stream. Okay, now the fact that you can also assign roles to ChatGPT is another thing I love about it. I love it so much. Sometimes I ask ChatGPT. I was working for a client who was working on a building on a real estate conference, and I asked ChatGPT, be my wealth advisor. Let's build a real estate conference that will pull in the high network individuals and all of that. And ChatGPT said, hold my cup, and pulled off his sleeves Is it a he or she now? It should be a she because he's very smart. ChatGPT is a she. Okay. So ChatGPT pulled up, what has her suit and put on her stiletto and like, girl, let's do this. Do you know that we developed that conference prompt, everything in about 2 days? It was rigorous work. See, it was a lot of things. We went ahead to ask ChatGPT for the high network individuals by name, country by country, different countries of the high network individuals of a certain income level or business level that should be invited for that conference, and he gave us actual names, actual organization, actual man. Gosh. And he acted exactly like my wealth advisor. No jokes. No jokes. The days I want ChatGPT to act like my event planner, I tell it, today you're my event planner, and assume or pretend that you're my event planner. Let's plan this, that. Sometimes I tell it, assume that you're my academic professor. Let's do this. We go to work. ChatGPT is a blessing. A blessing in capital letters, like blessing, capital. Don't leave out the ChatGPT strategy in 2025 in whatever it is that you're doing. If you need help, more help, maybe you want me to send you this script, you want me to show you more about my script, my prompt, let me know in the comment section right here and I will do so. Let's by all means win. I'm rooting for you and there's no need. See, if you're not making money in 2025, I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to you, it will no longer be anybody's fault because the tools are there and they are free, they are accessible. God is in heaven rooting for you, blessed you already, and God is the one making all of these inventions to come in your lifetime. So don't play. Okay, now another thing I think you should do, another hack, is break down complex prompts. Split your big questions into smaller parts for better answers. Like for instance, you want somebody to explain what is aeronautical engineering or an aeronautical part. You write that, then the next step, tell it, provide examples of aeronautical parts. Do you understand? Explain each of these examples you have given. Step 3. Do you understand? That way you will have a whole body of knowledge on that complex question or prompt or whatever it is. Now, these are the ones I had outlined to tell you. Then to make it up, I have 3 more that I didn't know, I've never done. I just learned them, so I wanted to add them also to this chat. Now, I have 3 that I wanted to add. Do you know you can have temporary chats? You can, maybe because of how sensitive that question is, you can decide that you want to ask ChatGPT something, but immediately after you're done asking and getting your prompts, you copy and then you make it disappears. It's not the same way you have disappearing stuff on WhatsApp. Did you know of that feature? Well, let me show you. I learned this just today and I was like, well, I was ready for this. I was like, really? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. I was just like, oh my gosh. I was just, oh my gosh, all over the place. Let me show you my screen. Yeah. So this is my ChatGPT. So when you come, so let me open a new chat. So this is a new chat, right? When you come here, see, temporary chat. You can put it on. See, temporary chat won't appear in your history. For safety purposes, we may keep a copy of our chat for up to 30 days. This one won't appear in history. Now, no model training. Temporary chat won't be used to improve our models. So you see how they provide it. Memory off. While you're in your temporary chat, ChatGPT won't use or create memories. Custom instructions will still be followed if you have them enabled. Can you see? Then if you want to use it, you just say continue. It's like entering what they call that? Incommunicado, not incommunicado code, but you know what I mean. It's like using wait, let me get what I want to say. Why am I forgetting everything? Incognito, that's what I'm looking for. It's like using incognito window. Hey God, on your normal in the browsers. It just so that any if you don't want anybody to find out that you came to query it or anything, you read it there with me. It's so amazing. I love everything about the idea that went into this, and also you can. And the second one that I learned today was that you can clear memory. You can not like clear. You can reset your ChatGPT memory, the periodically in your settings, so that you have cleaner responses. You know how you started querying it, you were just talking about everything about yourself. After a while, you want to remove some of those prompts so that it has specific information about you, so that it gives you cleaner, more precise output whenever you ask a question. Because have you tried this trend of, with all that I have, with all the prompts that you know about me, or with everything you have known about me, tell me so and so thing about myself. It will pulls out everything you have ever queried to use as a basis. So if you don't want it to have any, maybe some of the information you even asked were not about you, do you understand? You can actually ask it to, you can actually reset the memory, so you clear off some things that you don't need. Now, lastly, another thing I learned was that you can prevent ChatGPT from sharing your data. You can go and click improve model for everyone in settings, so that you have more privacy. It will help to prevent data sharing. This blew my mind when I learned about it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I had to add all of these ones I'm learning to the ones I've already done. And these are the 30 hacks and how you can use them. If you need me to send you a list of this, let me know in the comment section. I'll send it across to you. Send me an email and there you can have it. It has been amazing sharing with you tonight. I hope that this made sense, and I hope you're going to create an account on ChatGPT if you haven't. If you want more trainings on AI in general, I have a Faceless YouTube channel as well. If you need me to tell you how I created that and how we do all of those faceless animations and generate images and tell stories, let me know. Also, whatever it is, don't miss our live stream tomorrow, same time, 10 p.m. Nigerian time or Lagos time. I'll be right here to talk about something even more profound. I want to keep you guessing till then, but thank you so much for watching to this point. I'll see you right here tomorrow. This video is going to be published right now, so you can still rewatch it in case you didn't start from the beginning, or you want to remember something I said somewhere. Go ahead and have fun and watch it again. If you're watching in the replay, use #replay so that I know that you're watching this in published mode, not in live mode. Okay? All right. Good night from Nigeria. Catch you. Yeah.